Okay, so this is about 7.1 practice, how to reduce rational expression. So first of all, how to evaluate the function by giving a number to a variable, such as I'm going to do a little bit complicated one, and n squared minus 4n plus 2 over n minus 4 when n equals to some negative number. Let's use negative 3. Okay, first of all, when you try to substitute n equals to negative 3 into the function, you need to remember that always put the parentheses. It's really important because there's a sign. If you don't have a parentheses, it will change the sign. You might not even notice. Okay, so I have negative 3 squared minus 4 times negative 3 plus 2 over negative 3 minus 4. So I'm going to use different colors pen so you know that, hey, you always put the parentheses, because when you try to calculate that, you will notice, hey, the parenthesis is going to change the answers. I saw that a lot during the quizzes. So negative 3 squared is going to be a positive number. Subtract negative 3 times negative 3 times 4, which gives you a positive number. 12 plus 12 equals to negative 3, subtract negative 4, we have negative 7. So we have a 14 at 9, which is 23 over negative 7. You want to write it as negative 23 over 7. Okay. And then the next one is how to simplify each expression. So the simplest one we have. Okay, be careful. Lots of you, when you say simplify, it's simplify. We're not trying to solve the equation. So, for example, this is the given questions, but somehow during trying to solve it, you let this equal to 0. No, it didn't say that this function equals to 0. You made it up. Why would you think this is equal to 0? Why you can say, hey, this is equal to 9, this is equal to 8, because you think, okay, equal to 0 is easier for you to solve the question. No, don't do that, because they didn't say that, hey, the function equals to 0. We just want it to be simplified. Okay, 28 and 23, they can both divide it by 3. So I have a 7 and a 6 left. And then x squared and x, 1x can be cancelled, so we have 1x left. So the function, when you simplify, you have a 7x over 6. Easy. Okay, now let's do another one. 10 over 81x to the cube plus 36x squared. Okay. In this case, we need to factor the common factor out. Or you can look at each term. How many terms do they have? We have 3 terms. 1, 2, 3. And among these 3 terms, what would be the common factor? Do they have any? As far as I see, I don't see there are any. But now let's try to simplify what happened to the bottom first. 81. And then let me rewrite this. Since they don't have a common factor, we have 81x to the cube plus 36x squared. Okay, so let's try to do it. So 81 and 36, what would be the common factor? They can both divide it by 3. At least that's all I know right now. So 81 divided by 3, we have 27x to the cube plus 36 divided by 3, 12. X squared. Oh, of course, x squared they can also be simplified as 3x squared, and then I have 27x left plus 12x. Oh, they can also factor out another 3, right? 27 and 12. Oh, you know what? 3 times 3 gives you 8. Or you can see it right away. 81 and 36, they have a common factor 9. Not 8, 9. But for me, I can see it right away, so I need to do it again. So I have 3x squared. Factor another 3 out. I have 9x plus 4. And then 3x squared times 3, we have 9x squared times 9x plus 4. Okay. Oops, that's it. Okay, what about this one? M minus 9 over 9n minus 81. Again, we factor the common factor out in the denominator with n minus 9, and then common factor 9 with n minus 9. And then these two cross cancel. What's left? 9. This is wrong, because you should think about this as n minus 9 times 1. Let me use a red pen. So you should think about this as what? 1 times n minus 9. So what you should left is 1/9. Okay, so if you see someone that with multiple terms, so you will factor the denominator and the numerator. So I have 2n plus 19n minus 10 over 9n plus 90. So on the top, you can use a cross multiply. 1, 2, negative 10, and then 1, because 10 you can write as negative 10 and 10. Negative 10 times 1 is equal to negative 10. So 1 times 1 equals to 1. 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. So we have negative 19, but we want a positive 19. So that means all we need to do is just change the sign. Instead of a negative 10, we use positive 10 and negative 1. So now we have a negative 1 at 20, which is equal to 19. So now we combine these in that way. We have n plus 10 times 2n minus 1 over denominator. Common factor is 9, so for n plus 10. Okay, what do they have in common? N plus 10, n plus 10. So I have 2n plus 1 over 9. Okay, that's it for today. Let me know if you have other questions.